Hello. I'm doing an experiment today, and the experiment is I've got some music playing in the background, and it's the sort of music that I would have played when I was wargaming in the 70s. One of my favourite bands. It's Bebop Deluxe, and the album's called Sunburst Finish. I really like them. I really like them. I certainly recommend, if you're my age, if you haven't heard of them, it's worth checking them out. You probably have heard of them, especially if you're British. I think they were from Sheffield. Bill Nelson, the guy who's singing, it's still around. Does a special gig thing in York. Well, I think it's every year, but you'd find it if you looked. And that's not a reason for contacting you. A reason for contacting you is several-fold. Number one, thank you for all my subscribers. Now, it ain't a lot in the great scheme of things, but that's not the whole point. I'd rather have 31, 32 good friends than a million nobodies that I've never heard of. You know what I mean? Is that naive, stupid, crass? See what I'm saying? If I ever get to, it's not going to happen. It's nonsense. I enjoy doing this for us. I enjoy doing it for my health. I enjoy doing it for me. It makes me feel better. I'm learning loads. I'm having a wonderful time. Thanks for letting me do it. That's what I want to say. If in the future I find some way of physically thanking you, I know I keep looking at people doing Patreon and stuff, I would do that. I don't know if you're interested, and you're probably not, because this is nothing to do with wargaming, but I'm in a sort of jazzy rhythm blues band called Wychwood. WYCHWOOD. In fact, if you look on the videos I've got on this YouTube, you'll find some crudely shot in the studio videos that we've done ourselves. And one of our albums is on YouTube. It's called The Rule of Six. The reason I'm telling you that, it's not a plug. I don't want you to buy anything. Back off. Wait, listen. Pin your lugholes back. If you go to Bandcamp, and it's free to go to Bandcamp, don't cost you anything, and you go to the Wychwood bit of Bandcamp, you will see that we have freebies. We'll have music you can download. You can listen to it. You don't just download it, listen to it. And if you like it, you can download it. It don't cost you anything. So let's say that's my gift to you, because I don't tell everybody that. In fact, I've never told anybody on the internet that before. So that's to you. As my subscribers, thank you. That's the first thing I want to say. Second thing I wanted to say is, miraculously, I'm somehow managing to approach 100 videos. Goodness only knows how that's happened. I mean, for ages, I kept looking, I think at 63, 64, and then suddenly it went 70 odd, and I thought, I don't remember making that many. And then I had a look this morning, it was like 93, 94, 95. So, which means I'm approaching the big 100. Wow. That'd be good, wouldn't it? I don't know what to do. I don't want to get balloons. All them things you blow. And they go. Or just to talk to you. I don't know. I mean, maybe you might have a suggestion. The 100th edition. What can I do? I don't know. There's no point me looking at that and waiting. You're not going to tell me, are you? I thought I could do a live one. There's a thought. Maybe comment me, or do something, wave at me, or send up a flare. A green flare. Wherever you are in the world, I'll see it, because I have that sort of mystical power. Somehow, if you can, tell me what you fancy we doing on the 100th one. I'm thinking now we've said that, a live one might be quite good fun. I'm going to sit here on my own, aren't I, like Billy No Mates. And some, yeah, so that was that. Now, the real reason for me being here is I went into town today I was just browsing around as you do without any plan. And there's a sort of charity shop for the lifeboats, RNLI, Royal National Lifeboat Institution. Because we live by the sea, you need lifeboats, and the government are too tight to sponsor us for paying for them. You would think, being an island, we would have some way of dragging poor Herberts who are drifting out to sea on their lilos, their inflatable dolphins, that we'd rescue them. But no, we have to rely on volunteers to put down the dinners and run like heck and go out in the stormiest weather and save them. Rowing like that. No, they don't row, they have proper boats now. But fantastic people. So there's this RNLI, and it's a charity shop. What you buy, people donate stuff. I've got a load of junk here, do you want it? They go, oh yes please, and then they sell it to other people who got like me, who go past and go, oh, I'll have one of them. They've had some good stuff in. I'll maybe talk about that another day. That might be an idea for a podcasty thing. Stuff you buy in charity shops that's brilliant. For gaming, for wargaming. Let's get back to the target. So, I'm walking past today, and I saw a chess set. Okay? Now, I do play chess. I don't play it very well, but I do play chess. I like chess. I like those Isle of Lewis ones. Somebody wants... I was really proud of my Isle of Lewis chess set. I got it for my 21st birthday. And this guy came to visit me. Idiot. And he came in and he went, oh yeah, you got one of them fancy chess sets. People who buy them, they buy it because they're no good at chess. What a stinky thing to say in somebody's house. Go away. Anyway, I digress. So, I've gone past his shop and suddenly my eyes are drawn. Like that. I did a double take. In the window was a chess set. But it wasn't just a chess set, because it was Lord of the Rings, Good and Evil. And all of the little prawns, the good prawns, I know they're pawns, shut up. All the good prawns were halflings. And all the evil prawns, little goblins. Now I know what you're going to say, that don't look like a goblin. No, because this is the queen of the good guys. Yeah, that's what they look like when you get them. Yeah, it's a full set. So you got good characters for kings and queens, Sauron and Mouth of Saruman and whatever. But Mouth of Sauron in it, and Saruman, I think. They're the king and queen, and then you've got rooks and knights and whatever, bishops, and they're all Lord of the Rings characters, evil ones, and the good ones similarly. So what I've done on the one I'm going to show you, I've carved off those funny raised hearts, crown things. They're the symbols of what the piece really is, I suppose, in a chess set, if you do that. Right. I've got rid of them, just carved them off with a Stanley knife. Then I covered it in PVA glue, and I covered it in sand. Then I painted it dark grey. Then I dry brushed it with a medium grey. And then I've dry brushed it with a very, 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 very light grey. I'm going to put some speckles of green moss on it in a bit. But I've got a statue. To be honest, I've got flipping hundreds of them. I've got 32. I've got 32 random statues. And I've got Gandalfs, I've got all sorts of stuff. I'm sure we'll find a reason to have them. But what a good find, wasn't it? And guess how much that was? £1.50. £1.50. Keep your eyes open. That's what I'm saying. One day, I was on holiday and I went to Cornwall, Land's End in Cornwall, which is basically you go along Cornwall and you go along Cornwall until you fall off. And that's Land's End, because it's the end of the land. and there's a little shop there. That's my mime for a shop. And they sell little key rings, and the key ring is a little model of the shop that you're in. Blows your mind. But if you take the key ring bit off, because it's plastic, you melt the little hole. It's 6mm scale. So I now use it in my 6mm Napoleonic. I've got it on a big board, not biggish board, and I've got Napoleon and all his aides all round it, as though it's a general headquarters, like La Belle Alliance or whatever. I think one of my best buys was I've been looking at sort of trolls. You know the big grey ones? Are they cave trolls? They push the gates shut in the film. Big whoppers. Big lads. In Games Workshop, they were a lot of money. Fair play, they're a big model. I got one. I'll show it you one day. Not today. I've gone on too long. I got one, same scale. Anyone who looks at it thinks it's Games Workshop. And it had a little chain coming out of his head and a little hook like that. And it was a key, you put your keys on. Big plastic troll. Couple of quid. Pulled the thing out, melted its head, painted it. Free troll. Basically, well, free troll. Cheap troll. So, message today is look for cheap stuff, because it's there somewhere. You've only got to have the sort of lateral thinking to make it work. So let me know about the 100th doings, because if I get some comments, I get some ideas, then I'll do the 100th at the right time. If none of you talk to me, then I'll just keep going and I'll hit 100, and I might do something daft, silly. I don't know what I'm going to do. Unless there's a specific request, I'll just sail on past the 100 as though it don't matter. If anyone fancies subscribing who hasn't, because I'm getting a lot of views, I'm not getting as many. I'm getting about 5% of viewers subscribing. It's free. You've only got to press a button. You never have to watch me ever again. If you fancy some free music, go to Bandcamp. Love you. God bless. Galen out.